Unfortunately, he does not allow Holger to be with us today. So, it is the first Congress that Holger Höge is impossible to attend since 1983. So you can imagine how sad Holger is not to be with us. And we missed him. And so we hope that soon he will be able to be with us again, next Congress and maybe before. Holger, the Executive Committee, the Board of Directors, appointed myself as Secretary General to be representative for this Congress. There is also the other officer of the Executive Committee present here today, which is Thomas Jakobsen, is the Treasurer, and maybe not everybody knows Thomas, so he's very tall and you can see from the different perspective, and very welcome to Thomas. And so therefore it's my duty to start reading the speech that Holger wrote to open this 22nd International Association of Empirical Aesthetic Congress. So I will read Holger's speech that he sent me. Ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues, dear friends, unfortunately I cannot be with you in person as some medical problems do not allow for traveling. Hence I'm happy that Stefano agreed to give my speech. To meet in China and Taiwan especially is a new line in the long tradition of our congresses. Mostly we have met earlier in the United States of America, in Europe, but the world is greater than the two continents, and an international association as this one is right to stretch its range according to its international pretension. So Taiwan is the second place in Asia we go to. The first was Japan, 2002. Looking back to the last Congress in Dresden, Germany, I would like to thank again Ralph Weber and his team for the excellent organization. Dresden surely is one of Germany's most beautiful cities, and of course a city with long aesthetic traditions. At the Congress I had the pleasure to speak of the plan that a new Max Planck Institute will be founded, taking care of empirical aesthetics, the very topic of our association. Meanwhile, the Max Planck Institute for Empirical Aesthetics has become true. It will have its domicile at Frankfurt Main, Germany. As there was no university institute worldwide to take care of the basic idea of Gustav Theodor Fechner, I'm happy as a scientist and as a German citizen that this situation has changed, and that such a scientific endeavor keeps an old idea lively in Germany. As far as I have the possibility, I will try to establish some connection of the Institute to the International Association of Empirical Aesthetics. Currently, it is clear that the new Max Planck Institute will take care of music, literature, and visual arts. And it is this broad field that makes the incorporation into IAEA a real benefit of our association, and we in turn can offer a real forum for the exchange of research ideas and results. Sure, we would be happy to have more literature people and researchers from the music area. So my plea goes to all of you to bring in colleagues who are active in these fields. Our association deserves to be the very solid basis for aesthetics and empiricism. But now to our current meeting place. Not to be able to be with you in wonderful Taiwan really takes a lot of me. Not only that one is a love island, Ilha Formosa, as the Portuguese call it. Yeah? João maybe will know. But even more because Professor Joe Chen is such a grand organizer and an excellent host. And I think we have to give applause to Joe Chen for his beautiful organization. Wait a moment. No, it's enough to get an applause and then suddenly Joe wants to come on the stage. Taipei has a lot of offer, museums, temples, night markets, and a lot of other sites, as for example the 101 building. And not to forget the place we have for the Congress. The Taiwan Normal University is an excellent place to hold a Congress. Having participated in all Congress of IAEA since 1983, the meeting place was in Cardiff, Great Britain, and functioning as Secretary General since 1985, the meeting place was Santa Cruz. I was very happy to end my career in the association in the role of president. So you imagine that it's really a tough thing for me not be able to be here. Sometimes people ask why I address myself so much to the association. My reason is twofold. First, the field of science and aesthetics is, in my view, of the most complicated combinations, taking many views of the natural sciences and brain research especially, but in the same vein many aspects of the humanities as well. Aesthetic pleasure is not only a storm of brain activity, but also the result of knowledge on art, art history, and the social environment. This amazing horizon of science, history, and connoisseurship, of being able to feel, see, or hear and think, of making choice and decisions, of being touched and deeply moved, that all constitutes the experience called aesthetic pleasure. This experience is an adventure in the mind, an adventure that makes us rich and lets us feel as true human beings. Secondly, my commitment to our association has something to do with German history. As you know, the founder in our association is Professor Robert Frances, still living in Paris, France. He is of Jewish religion and was imprisoned in concentration camp of Auschwitz during the Second World War. After having been elected as Secretary General of the association, I had the feeling of leaving behind an invisible wall. All the responses from France were hesitant. Later, it became clear to me that reason was based on the difficult relations of Jews and Germans. And I remember very clear the Congress in Barcelona, Sicily, Italy, in 1988. At this Congress, I go to meet Robert Frances face to face. And he faced me very carefully, 2 days long. Then, during the Congress tour to Taormina, he asked a colleague from the Netherlands, Emmanuel Levenberg, to take his camera, to take a photograph. Robert organized him dressed correctly, took a comb to arrange his hair, then he took my hand, shook it, and said, "Welcome in the community." This was one of my most moving experiences, and I swore to myself to do all I can for this association, or better, for his association. Robert and I became good friends. He loved to go with me, with my wife Renate and me, on tours through Sicily, and we had a wonderful time. So, in 2012, I see the pleasure that the association is still living. I hope that we could make the field successful as a scientific endeavor, and very clear. I was not alone in making things successful. Many others were highly active, and without them the association would not be what it is now. Hence, I'm happy that we have a new president. My congratulations go to Professor Anjan Chatterjee. Anjan will become the new president, but we will tell you more about Anjan at the business meeting. Finally, it is one of the nicest duties of president to look forward to some days of scientific exchange, to see old friends meet and new ones to come up. I hope that you all enjoy this Congress. Again, my gratitude goes to Jo Chen and her team for all the organizational work. And now, I declare the 22nd Biennial Congress of the International Association of Empirical Aesthetics, Aesthetic, Media, Arts and Culture is open. Thank you very much. Bye, Holger. Thank you. Now I give the word to Jo Chen for a few words of.
This year, we have member colleagues from Germany, from America, from Portugal, from China, from Taiwan, more than 20 countries. We are very appreciative of all of you coming, which make the success of the Congress possible. We also appreciate very much for the full support for National Taiwan Normal University, we have Vice President, Dean, and Chair here, all give us fully support. I personally have to give my thanks to my assistant students, especially Hui Hua. She was sitting there. And also Ima Kexin, Jia Hong, and a lot of Chun Yan, Chun Yi, they work for this poster until midnight, 1 o'clock. Just make sure the stage is beauty. And we are very happy to have Vice President here. Let us welcome him to give us Congress remarks. Please help me to welcome him.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the National Taiwan Normal University, it's my great honor and pleasure to welcome all the distinguished guests coming from more than 20 countries throughout all the 6 continental over there around the world to participate the 22nd Biennial Congress of IAEA in such a tropical season of back-to-back typhoons. Sorry. With its prestigious global reputation, the IAEA has provided the world with tremendously valuable insights to the athletics-related research, and also play a very important leading role in the field of art and culture. We are so privileged and particularly honored that it's not the first time, it's the first time, not only the first time the IAEA is being hosted in our campus, but also the first time in Taiwan as well. NTNU is one of the prestigious research and educational institutes in a variety areas of humanity, education, art, and science. We expected the 4-day Congress will bring some tremendous developments, especially in the field of empirical athletic studies. Nevertheless, the prestigious Congress would not be possible without your wonderful participation and enthusiastic contributions. So we appreciate all your help. And thank you very much for your coming, and with you, happiness and success in all aspects. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Vice President has very busy schedule, but especially spend time with us and give us lots of supporting. We appreciate very much. And also the Dean of the College of Fine and Applied Arts, Professor Lee. Sorry, just, when you're getting older, suddenly forget everything. Sorry, but you can measure how old I am. Let us welcome the Dean, Professor Lee.
Welcome to Taiwan, everyone. 非常欢迎大家今天来到我们的学校，国立台湾师范大学，参加今天的第22届的国际实证美学双联学术研讨会啊。那今天台风天哦，不过还是非常的感谢大家来参加我们今天的会议。那也希望这几天的这个活动呢，整个相关的这个活动的这个过程呢，都非常的顺利圆满。谢谢大家。
Thank you. He just sure he's fully supporting for the whole conference and make sure we have nice food, have nice coffee, and have nice dinner. If not, please blame me, not to him. Okay, just kidding. Thank you. Thank you, Dean, for fully support. You know, we have to go through all the process to ask for the money for National Science Council from the Ministry of Cultural Affairs and also the Bureau of Foreign Trade. So we get some financial support from that. But we have to go through all the process, documentary. The Dean's office gives us a lot of that. Very thank you. And we have the host will be the chairperson of Fine Arts Department, Professor Yang, is here. Let's welcome him to give us some words.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So we are honored to have your participation in this event for the 22nd Biennial Congress of the International Association of Empirical Aesthetics. I'm the chairman of the Department of Fine Art at National Taiwan University. The Department of Fine Art is also the co-organizer of the IAEA Congress 2012. On behalf of the department and all of my colleagues and students, I would like to welcome all of you and our distinguished guests here, especially Dr. João Pedro Oliveira, very difficult pronunciation here, from University de Lisboa de Academia Nacional de Bela Artes. Sorry for my pronunciation. And we have Treasurer of IAEA, Professor Dr. Thomas Jackson from Helmut Schmidt University, Germany. Secretary General of IAEA, Professor Dr. Stefano Mastandrea. Professor Michael Parsons from Illinois University in the USA. Professor George Shortis from Lehigh University, the USA. Professor Dr. Rob Weber from Dresden University of Technology, Germany. Professor Lin Zhao from Southwest University of China. And the new president, Anjang Chatri, as I heard a couple of minutes before. And also program committee members, my colleagues, Professor Jerry Xia, Wei Jia, and Professor Zheng Li. The department owes special thanks to Professor Jo Chonghua Chen. She's also the program committee chair this year for her endless efforts made during the past few months that makes this conference possible to be held in Taiwan. I'm sure it has been the first time the IAEA chosen Taiwan as a place for holding the conference. The Department of Fine Arts at NTNU was founded in 1946. Now we have undergraduate and postgraduate programs offering BA, MA, and PhD degrees in studio art, art education, art management, art theory, and art history. There are about 450 full-time students. And we also have 200 part-time students doing extracurricular studies. They come to the class every other week. So far, we have 22 full-time teaching staff and about 50 part-time teaching staff and 6 administration assistants. The department building is just located at the opposite side of the road, at the entrance of Shidalu. Besides this conference proceeding here in this hall, there is an excellent exhibition held at the department gallery. So please do visit the department and the exhibition. One thing, I am pretty sure that you are not very much worried about the quality of the papers presented here. Instead, I think you may have been curious about how the typhoons will devastate Taiwan within 36 hours. Obviously, it can be the only chance, once only in your lifetime, to experience the power of this subtropical monster. So I would suggest you, if possible, leave your hotel room, watch it, feel it, and smell it. You may realize how wide most Taiwanese houses are built in these square shapes. I will say from nature to culture, climate sometimes helps a lot and contributes a lot. Remember, however, you will get fresh air and clear sky in the following days after the typhoon. Please do enjoy your good time whenever and whatever, wherever you are in town, in mountains, or in seaside Taiwan. I wish you have a successful conference and a wonderful time in Taiwan. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Professor Yang, our chairperson. We prepared some Chinese musical performance for all of you. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
It's the time the association gives to distinguished researcher few awards. And the awards that we present and we address today is the Fechner Award. The Fechner Award is given to a person, a researcher, that has given a lifetime contribution to empirical aesthetics. And this time we give this award, and I read a few words written by Holger to address the award to the person that will be addressed to. And Holger said there is another reason why I would have liked to attend this Congress. As you know, the association bestowed the Gustav Theodor Fechner to person being active in empirical aesthetics. When we made considerations who would be the person to deserve this award, the name that came to the minds of the executive committee was Professor Paul Locker. The vote was anonymous, unanimous. Hence, we have the pleasure to give the Gustav Fechner Award of the year 2012 to Paul Locker. Paul Locker made considerable contribution to the field of empirical aesthetics. He was president of the association from 2004 to 2008 and was several years on duty, exactly from 2005 to 2010, chief editor of the journal Empirical Studies of the Arts. Besides his scientific activities, Paul worked for the association with never-tiring dedication. Few more things about the career of Paul will be addressed this afternoon for his keynote address, and it is a pleasure that I, Thomas Jakobsen, and the president, Holger Höge, give the award, the Fechner Award, to Paul Locker.
I was asked to say a few words, especially geared toward the students in the audience. First of all, I'm very, very pleased to receive this recognition from my colleagues for the work I produced in the field of aesthetic science over the years. I doubt that I would have been happier doing work in any other field. I think that when one gets to know something about experimental aesthetics, it's hard not to be fascinated by the field. I'm often asked to speak to groups of art professionals, especially museum people, and invariably they are very skeptical in a very polite sort of way with respect to the application of scientific methods to the study of art and aesthetics. But after they've seen some applications of eye movement technology, brain scan, pupillometry, and posturography, to name a few techniques, to question the nature of aesthetic experience, they become converts very, very quickly and can see the value in what we do. I'm surprised, therefore, that there aren't many more new students opting to work in the field of experimental aesthetics. I'm not sure why this is the case, but it's up to those of us who are established in the field to try and encourage students to enter the field of psychology of arts. I must say I'm not sure exactly how we can go about doing this, but I do know that once one engages in experimental aesthetics, one will be bitten and become very much involved in the field. So thank you very much again for the award. I appreciate it very, very, very much. And hopefully we'll get some new students to join us in the future.
Flower blossom under the full moon. Second piece, 思想起, memory from long, long ago. Third piece, 小城故事, a story of a little town. And the final piece, 满月春风, spring breeze song. And please welcome the Yangqing performer, is this person right here, is Wu Shiyuan. And bamboo flute is performed by Lin Fangping. 二胡 is performed by Wu Jianying. Chinese lute, pipa, is performed by Chen Yirong. And zhongran, performed by Lin Xingyi. Let's welcome them. program schedule in your handbook, notice that there is a coffee break.
To take notes. 3 buses will be waiting just outside the campus entrance on Heping East Road at 5:20 p.m. And please be on time because the bus will leave exactly at 5:30 p.m.
And next, on Friday night dinner at the Grand Hotel, there are